Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the bleacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colors and lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Sumner Arena here in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. And welcome to 2026. It's the Chicago's Windy City Storm taking on your hometown Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Your starting lineup for Coach Ellie's squad, MC, along with number 12, Dylan King, and Tommy C on left wing. Thomasina Cinquino, better known as Tommy C to her fans. Your blue liner is going to be number 2. Josie Vernig, and number 7, Andy Hall, in between the pipes. Number 30, Eddie Hoppy. Here to the near side is going to be cut off by Storm. Schultz put it in the zone for Andy Hall. Hall on the far side, over the Sabre line to Tommy C. And Cinquino chips it inside the left wing corner, collected by number 11 of the Storm, Russell. Russell goes D to D here to the near side, pushing up the strong side right wing half wall, out to Nora Patak. Patak cut it off here, backing up is Juliana Golden. And Golden on the defensive side, and along with Patak. Coming in is going to be Hall, crunching into that blue line. Out to the Storm blue line by Dunford, hit by Golden. Golden back in the hands of Andy Hall. Hall sends it over here to Krushelnyski. Right up the boards towards Patak. Patak across the Storm line. Chips it cut off by the Storm defender. Picked her pocket is going to be Patak. Somebody call the cops. Highway robbery in broad daylight. Krushelnicki fires one, tipped by Storm back on the far side for number 15 of Storm. That's going to be Tinarella. Over here to the near side for Golden. Golden against Luke Casey. Sends one behind the net, right to left, and bouncing off the end boards and smothered by the goaltender Juliet Drake at 15:41 here in the first period. There was 17 minutes to get this period underway. The Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Sabres wearing their home whites with maroon and black piping around the shoulders, armbands, waist, and socks. Shells are going to be black, helmets are black, and their gloves, of course, are black with maroon and white trim. For the visiting Windy City Storm, it's going to be their dark purples with white trim of letters and numbers. The Storm logo on the front, of course, and it'll be a single white piping band around the armband, waist, and socks. Shells are going to be black with a double vertical white stripe. Helmets are going to be their dark signature dark purple along with black gloves and purple trim. Down in the right wing corner going to work here is going to be number 11. That's going to be Jocelyn Field. Back over to Gianna Monaco. Monaco goes D to D to Pape. Pape out to the blue line for Field. Field try to push up to have a Belanger. Gets her pocket pick, but regroups here to the near side for Bolden. Bolden trying to get it to Belanger. Cut off by Malloy and thrown into the hands of Gianna Monaco, who goes D to D for Pape. Pape hits Belanger across the Storm line. Belanger, top of circle, makes a move to the hash marks. Cut off by Storm. Picked up here to the near side. Chipping it out right into the hands of Andy Hall, and the Storm. Sabres are going to regroup. They go D to D over to Vernig. Vernig pushing it up the ice to Molnar. Molnar heads in the left wing corner. I'm sorry, it's Bolding. No, that is Molnar, folks. At 10 and a 20. This girl's got their jerseys tucked in. Looks a little different. And I'm out of practice calling some Sabre games. It's the one-man wrecking crew. Lane of Monaco on right wing, chipping it into the corner. Picked up by Storm. Going to wrap around to the far side. Kept in by Vernig. Vernig fires from the left point. Tipped by Monaco in front. Puck is loose in front of Drake. We're going to get a whistle as Toulis stuffed it into the pads of Drake, and we'll get a whistle here at 14:19 to go here in period number 1. Face-off goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Out there now is going to be Conklin along with King and Cinquino up front, Vernig and Hall on D. From the left to right, face-off won by Storm behind the net. Footy going to work here, breaking it out here to the near side for Byrne. Byrne trying to break it up the ice, cut off by Cinquino into the hands of Dylan King. Swatted away by Footy, picked up by MC right here just across the blue line. Going to be dragged in and out of the zone. And it's going to be a battle on the half wall. Thrown into the hands of Voss. Voss of Storm goes far side. Cut off by Vernig. Picked up here by Dylan King inside her own zone. Dropping it for Hall. Hall here to the near side. Going to curl around the net of Hoppy. 1-4 checker on her. She hits the brakes and sends it over a little D-to-D pass on the far side. Curling back behind the goal line is going to be Vernig, who sends it over to Hall. Hall breaks it up here to the near side for King. King's got Cinquino on her left. Tommy C across blue line, high left circle, fires a shot, saved by Drake. No rebound given as Conklin comes in for the pressure to get the whistle at 13:35 here in period number 1. Lineup now out there for your Sabres will be Ligda along with Patak and left wing, and it firing a shot from the point is going to be Krushelnicki, knocked down by number 11 Russell, and rebounded out here to the right point for Krushelnicki, who goes back over to Patak, sending one in the corner for Ligda. Left wing is going to be Juliana Golden, and your other defender is Gianna Monaco. Here to the near side is Ligda. Ligda cuts back, right face up there, gets on a forehand, fires a shot, knocked down by Storm, rebound into the hands of Golden. Patak controlling now, out to Krushelnicki, over to Gianna left point. G fires a shot, little snapper over the crossbar into the end boards. And it's coming in, to pick it up, is going to be Ligda. 13:03 to go here in the period. Back out to the point for Krushelnicki. Giving chase is going to be Schultz. And Schuster into the right wing corner for Patak. Patak up against the Storm's defender, picked up by Juliana Golden on a loose change. Golden to Krushelnicki, walks the line like Johnny Cash, comes in the high slot, fires a shot, tipped by Storm, saved by Drake, rebound to the right corner. Picked up by Russell, who slams over to the far side into the hands of number 23, Lucchese, and pushing it up here to Dunford. Dunford cut off by Bolding, loose change into the hands of G. G, little saucer pass over here to the near side for Emma Pape. Hopping on the backhand, try to send one forward. It's picked off by Schuster. Coming back to pick the pocket is going to be Field. Loose change collected by Pape. Up the center it goes. Pape into the hands of Belanger. Eva Belanger going to work in the right corner, trying to stuff one across the blue paint. Sliding into the far half wall, collected by Storm. Cut off by Belanger once again, kept it on the blue line. Now it's sliding out. I think I have to drop it back and regroup into the hands of Emma Pape in front of the penalty boxes now. And sends one in behind the net of Drake. Left wing corner, Belanger going to work here. Sends one towards the blue paint, stuffed by Drake there on the stick. Firing one is going to be Bolding. Rebound in the near side, and it's collected by Field. Field, right corner, sends it down low for Belanger. Bodied off the puck by Storm. Pushing it back, Voss back in the hands of the far side. Bolding fans on the one-timer and sends it over to the point. Left side, on the pace, curls, fires a shot. Tipped by Voss, swatted away by Storm into the hands of Vernig. Vernig fires a shot off the face mask of Juliette Drake at 11:41. Rebound for Belanger. Belanger around the right half wall now. Pushing it up, trying to 3-on-1 battle versus Belanger. Out to the point towards Vernig. She keeps it in. As it was trying to chip it out was going to be number 34, Hedlund. Right on the Devil's door is Ligna, saved by Drake once again. Into the left wing corner. Picked up by Belanger. Storm on both sides, trapping Belanger. Pushing it out to the far side, left wing half wall is going to be Callahan. Into the hands of Pape. Sends one back in the top of the point there. Make that Pape going for the line change now. Vernig down the left wing corner. Sends one over. Firing a shot is going to be Ligna, saved by Storm. Back in the hands of Brooklyn. Brooklyn, top left circle, comes across on her forehand, left wing side, all the way over to the right side, fires a shot. Pad saved by Drake. Rebound coming in, trying to stuff one in is going to be Monaco. Puck is loose in front of Drake, and she finally smothers it at 10:52 to go here in the period. The one-man wrecking crew trying to stuff one in on the Devil's door. And number 22 of Storm, Juliette Drake, making the save. And the faceoff goes to the left wing circle. In the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders. I was going to say Purple People Eaters, but that's the Chicago Phantoms, folks. That's my son's team. From the left side, going to be Rocky Adrian Erickson out here on defense as she covers on the left side. Cuts off Luke Casey. Loose change into the hands of Andy Hall. Hall off the right post of Hoppy. Breaks it out towards Ligda. Kept in by Storm's Tinarella. Thrown right back into the right wing corner for Erickson. Adrian going to work here down behind the goal line of Hoppy, dragging it out. Far side, muscling it up the boards. Little Gorbatenko flipper over the stick of Footy, and it's going to be sliding all the way towards Drake, who comes out of the net to play it. And she backhands one towards Tinarella. Coming in is Dylan King on the forecheck. Tinarella chips over the far side. King intercepting. Throws it down for Conklin. Head of the net is Tommy C. Chinquino from the slot. Shot blocked and in the netting. And out of play it goes at 10-12 here in period number 1. Another offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. And Coach Ellie sends out a modified line change. It'll be Dylan King on your draw, flanked by Tommy C. and Conklin. Blue liners are going to be Krushelnyski and G. Left wing corner face-off. Out to the right point, coming in as Krushelnyski fires one, intercepted or blocked rather by Footy. Going to go right back to the line, trying to break it out into the hands of King. King to Conklin. Conklin back to King. King fires a shot, saved by Drake. Rebound off the end boards, picked back up by Dylan King, who sends one to Gianna. Right point, Gianna comes over, hits Krushelnyski, who fires one. Tipped by Chinquino, back to back of the netting. Coming and trying to stuff one in is going to be Conklin, saved by Drake. Good stick there by Drake. Intercepted on the breakout is King. King over to here to the near side for Chinquino. Chinquino looking for Conklin, trying to trail in on the back door. And it's going to be a little bit of a battle as it's sent over to the point. Krushelnyski, and we're going to get a offsides and a whistle as that puck just slid over the blue line. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Storm benches. And coach of the Sabres, Coach Ellie, goes for the complete line change. 5 in and 5 out for the Sabres. It'll be Ligda along with Patak and Golden up front. Blue liners are going to be Vernig and Pape. Vernig over to Pape here to the near side. Bounces it toward Ligda. Ligda slams one in past Russell. Down to the right wing corner is going to be number 25, Feezer, going to work. She's pinned in up front. The Devil's door. Ligda firing a shot, just missing. Into the hands of Golden. Golden out of Pape. Picked up here by Schultz. Schultz pushing it up the ice. Here she goes. Cross blue line, hits the far side for Dunford. Picked off by Vernig, out to Golden. Golden drops it over Patak. Patak to Ligda across the Storm line. Top of the right circle, Ligda hits the brakes as Russell came in to try to pick her pocket down in the corner. Golden and Patak trapping 2-on-2. Sent up here to the near side. Intercepted by Patak, or Pape rather. Pape throws into Patak. Patak to Ligda. Ligda fires one wide right on the one-timer. And Drake going to cover that one up. Golden and Feezer getting into a little bit of a slashing match there off the right post. At 8:53 to go here in period number 1. Lineup stays the same for the Sabres. Patak on your draw against Tinarella. Patak, then Tinarella wins the draw down in the corner. Golden trapping right away. Puck slammed over to the far side. Coming in is going to be Ligda. Breaking it out is going to be Lucchese. Lucchese harassed by Patak, cutting off by Vernig. Bouncing puck at blue line, collected by Golden. Golden going to slam one forward. Looking for Ligda. Ligda knocked off the puck by Tinarella. Coming in is going to be number 7, Bozu. Bozu here to the near side. Out towards Lucchese, right into the hands of Emma Pape at center. And she's going to send a little Gorbatenko flipper off the end boards behind Drake. Coming in is going to be Field. Field over to Belanger now as the Sabres went for the line change into the right wing corner. Lucchese trying to drag it up here to the near side. Cut off there by Bolding. Bolding and Lucchese battling along the boards. Here comes the second Sabre and Storm player is Tinarella along with Field. Out to the point for Hall. Hall walks the line like Johnny Cash, goes D to Vernig. Vernig back to Hall. Hall into the corner for Field. Field down low for Drake. Off the crossbar, rebound here to the near side. Picked up by Lucchese, going to throw it out. Glove down by Hall. Picked up here by Russell. Russell trying to push, or Bozu rather. Into the right wing corner, it goes against Krushelnyski. Sliding one across the net of Hoppy. Rebound here for Bolding. Bolding looks to go cross ice into the hands of Hall. Hall steps across the blue line, splits the knee. Hall fires a shot. Good stick by the Storm. Rebound out on the near side as Bolding fires that shot. Saved by Drake. No rebound given as she falls on top of it. It's 7:38 to go here in period number 1. Face off back in the offensive zone for the Sabres, and Coach Ellie goes for the line change. Heading out there now for the Maroon Marauders will be the one-man wrecking crew along with Molnar and Golden up front. It'll be Pape and G on D. Monaco in the slot out to sister G. G right point. The Monaco girls making up 40% of the lineup, folks. It's the power company out there right now. And it's Elena who drops it back over here to Pape. Pape on the far side. Hits Golden. Golden makes a move inside the blue line across the Storm line towards the benches. Down the left wing corner. Puck loose change collected by Schuster. Ava Schuster behind the net. Gets her pocket pick. Juliana Golden on the one-timer from Molnar. Puck is loose in front of the net. And here comes number 9, Schultz. Schultz chips one off of Bob. Going to get it past Monaco. Puck's in a spinning dime into the left wing corner for G. G behind the net now of Hoppy. Sends it over to Pape in the right wing corner. Headmans into Monaco. Monaco backhands one on his own trying to hit Conklin. Offsides will be touched by Schuster. And we're going to get an all the way. As Schuster touched it at 7 minutes to go, they're going to bring that all the way back down in the left wing corner in the offensive zone for the Sabres, as they called it an intentional offsides. But Schuster was more reactive there than anything else. But what do I know? I'm not the referee, so that's the call in favor of the Sabres. We'll take it. It's Conklin along with King and Tommy C up front. TC chips it over to Erickson. Erickson backs up, sends it into the corner off a Cinquino stick. Conklin going to work here against Footy. Conklin hits the brakes. Coming in is going to be number 21, Voss. Up the far side. Trying to break it on is going to be the Storm. Over to King. King to Conklin. Poke checked away by Footy. Harassed here to the near side by Byrne. Coming in is Vernig. Vernig fires a shot. Rebound save out in front of blue paint by Drake. Into the hands of the Storm. Coming in now is going to pick it off. It's going to be Vernig. Vernig cuts back. Bounces out to the point, sends it over to Erickson. Erickson fires a shot, blocked by Storm's Voss, and it's sent it out of the zone. And that puck's going to slide on edge, rolling all the way down towards Hoppy. No icing, as Josie Vernig going to pick up the loose change as she hits the brakes here to the near side. Taking away the breakout pass is Footy. Coming in is Conklin. Storm stuffs it, and it goes right back in the hands of Vernig, who reverses the ice on the far side for Erickson. Rocky breaks one up to Dylan King, who cuts across center, looking for somebody to pass to. King versus 4. Dylan comes in, waiting for support. Coming in is going to be Golden along with Ligda. King curls around to the forehand. Spinorama pass down behind the net for Ligda. Ligda left post now. Looking to drop it for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski down behind the net. Over here to Golden. Breaking towards the net is Patek. Golden, right wing corner, pushes it up towards Hall. Hall bounces off. High right point. Sends it back left wing or right wing side for Golden. Golden fires one into the netting and out of play it goes. At 5:43 to go here in period number 1. Storm goes for the line change. Sabres stand pat. Headed out there now for Storm is going to be Hedlund along with Schuster and Bozu. I'm sorry, that's going to be number 71, Callahan. Schuster on your draw against Patak towards Drake. Puck off the end boards. Picked up here by Lucchese. Or Fizar rather. Fizar going to have to hit the brakes. She goes D to D here to the near side for Russell. Stepping in is going to be Hall off her stick. Callahan going to pick it up. Just missing is collected by Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski calls around the outside. Mohawks and faces up and sends one forward to Golden, who tips one in on the break, the dump and pass. 5:22 to go. Loose change left wing corner collected by Russell. Breaking it up to the far side for Hedlund. Hedlund tries to get one out, stuffed by Krushelnyski. Offsides is going to be the call as Golden was trying to kick it out of the zone, and that'll be all the way down. Another intentional offsides at 5:13 to go here in period number 1. This one against the Sabres. And the faceoff will end up to the left of Hoppy. It'll be Field on your draw, flanked by Belanger and Bolding at wing, but they're going to head over to the slot, sandwiching Emma Pape. And it'll be Gianna Monaco on the defensive side of half wall. Puck's going to slide out of the zone. It's going to be Russell against Belanger in front of the penalty boxes. Loose change by Field, stood up by Fizar, back in the hands of Belanger though. Belanger harassed by Tinarella, and Eva Belanger going to hang on to it. Into the slot for Bolding, who fires the backhand shot. That's a Sabres goal! Let's check the replay, folks. Let's see how that one worked out. It's going to be Belanger who looks to go across the blue line, harassed by Tinarella, sends one to Bolding, who fires a backhand shot. And at 4:57 here in period number 1, it'll be Siri Bolding assisted by Belanger, giving the Sabres the 1-0 lead at the moment. As we make our way back out to center ice, it'll be Bolding, Field along with Belanger, Pape and G on D. Bolding slams one in past Malloy, down behind the net of Drake. Coming in is going to be Malloy along with number 6. That's going to be Deegan. Out to the point for Gianna. Gianna waits, fires a shot. Rebound save off of Drake's pads in the left wing corner. Coming in is going to be Field. Knocked off the puck. Here comes Belanger. Out to the left wing half wall for Bozu. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Fanning on it is going to be Gianna. She stands in front of it. And Gianna's going to go to the sin bin for interference at 4:28 to go here in the period, resulting in the Sabres shorthanded. Monaco, Gianna, number 8, headed to the sin bin at 4:28, resulting in a Sabres penalty kill. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Molnar along with Monaco up front. That's Elena, the one-man wrecking crew. Your blue liners are going to be Vernig and Krushelnyski. Russell of Storm trying to push one in into the hands of Tinarella. Left wing side fires a shot over the net of Hoppy. Rebound to the outside. Out comes Elena Monaco. Forced her to go back in the right wing corner for Fizor. Back out to the point. Monaco harassing on the half wall. Coming in is going to be Lucchese. Drops it for Tinarella. Backing up is Krushelnyski. Trying to go cross ice here to the near side for Bozu. Bozu out to Russell. Russell bounces out high slot. Fires a shot wide right of Hoppy into the right wing corner. Out towards Fizor. Fizor goes to Russell. Russell towards Molnar. Firing a shot right of Hoppy. Off the rebound on the inboards. Into the right corner. Tinarella going to work against Krushelnyski. Back to the point towards Monaco. Out of zone. Monaco harassing up the strong side. DDD pass to Russell, and the Sabres going to regroup here. Ligda makes her way back out on the ice on the line change. Bouncing puck is used for Lucchese at the blue line. 1:06 to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Down in the left wing corner for Hall. Hall up here to the near side. Trying to push it towards Ligda. She does. Monaco goes for line change. Hall across center. Going to bounce one into the Storm zone. Behind the net of Drake, wrapping around from right to left, collected by Russell. Hitting the brakes is Ligda, waiting for Russell to make a move right to left. On the far side she goes. Breaks it up here towards Schultz. Schultz pushing in front of the Storm bench is now at 43 seconds to go. Tommy C is your other forward out there along with Hall and Erickson. Picked up by Cinquino, who sends over to Ligda. Ligda at center, back to Cinquino. Up to the far side, left wing, Hesper fires a shot. Cinquino fires it. And Juliet Drake with the glove save at 2:59 to go here in period number 1. 31 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. 2:59 remaining here in period number 1. Lineup for the Sabres swapped out. Coming out is going to be Dylan King. Blue liners are going to be Erickson and Hall. Tommy C. Tommy Little 5 is your other forward. And it's going to be Storm breaking up here to the far side. Coming across blue line. Schuster steps in. We're going to get a penalty on Schuster for interference. At 2:46 to go here in the period. Schuster headed to the sin bin for similar penalty that Gianna had. INT on the score sheet at 2:46, negating the balance of the 18 seconds power play for Storm, making it a 4-on-4 right now. Headed out there for your 4-on-4, and then we will be in a power play situation after 18 seconds. So it'll be a minute 42 power play for the Sabres once that happens. Your 4-on-4 unit is going to be Bolding taking your draw. MC on left wing, Belanger right wing, and Andy Hall working the point. Here to the left wing corner, coming down is going to be Conklin. Out there for Conklin, goes down. That's going to be a tripping call. That's going to be a goal, actually, I think so. That slid in, folks. I did not see it. That is a goal for Conklin. Less than ecstatic call from me on that one. It is a Sabres goal. Scored by MC at 2:34 to go here in the period. On the power play. And so Schuster stays in the box. And it is 6 seconds to go. Still on that 4-on-4. And it's going to be Hall here to the near side. Here we go. We are on a power play now, folks. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says. Eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella legs, folks. They're fantastic. That was Tommy C. off the right post, folks, from Belanger, just missing the soccer net that was available to her. Centering out to the point. It's going to be backing up, is going to be Bolding, as that's fired down by Storm. Slowed up by Annie Hoppy. Going to be collected by Annie Hall off the right post, and she hits the brakes behind Hoppy. Setting things up is going to be Belanger and Bolding. Hall over here to Bolding, here to the near side. Harassed by Lucchese. Centered out to the Conklin. Conklin far side. Belanger goes in left face off that. Comes down. Fires forehand back in and slides one in. And that's going to be a Belanger goal on the power play at 1:45 to go here in the period. That went from Bolding to Conklin to Belanger. And that is the power play goal for the Sabres, making this 3-0 as we make our way back out to center ice. Schuster able to rejoin her teammates on the bench. And your lineup out there now for the Sabres is going to be Ligda along with Patak and Golden. Blue liners are going to be Vertnig and Pate. Right here at center, Lucchese and Patak going to work, picked up by Tenorella. Tenorella at center, tried to chip one past Pape and stuffed by Emma. Back in the hands of Ligda right up here to the Lords. Hucked it by Juliana Golden. Golden trying to cut back and drops it back into the hands of Vertnig. Vertnig sends it up the far side for Patak. Zone entry left wing side. Patak subbed off the puck by Storm. Picked up by Bozu. Coming in for Lucchese now. Lucchese going against Vertnig. Top of the right circle. Down in the right wing corner. Puck protection style. Throws around a little Dennis Michalak escape. Sends over to the point for Footy. Just missing is going to be Footy. And it'll be picked up by Drake inside her own zone. Sends one here to the near side for number 4. Who sauces one to Tenorella. Touch pass out here to Lucchese. Back in the hands of Tenorella. Backhands one forward. Just across the blue line. She's going to send it far side for Bozu, who goes to work against Vertnig. Coming in is Golden on the offensive side of it. Who's changing the right wing corner for Vertnig. She goes right back up the strong side for Golden. Golden stuffed there at the half wall. Picked up here by Patak. Trying to take her down was going to be Schultz, who sends one back behind the net into the hands of Emma Pape. Pape, right wing side. Makes a move, sends it over here to Ligda. Ligda come up the ice here across center against Schuster. Ligda pushes one in, strong side. Right along the half wall, stuffed by Ava Schuster. Pushed it out of the zone, and she slides it across far side for Bozu. Bozu tries to headman it to Schuster. Fans on it twice. Coming in is Golden. Back in the hands of Bozu, who fires a shot wide left of Hoppy. Rebounds here to the near side for 24 seconds to go. Krushelnyski sends it over to Gianna, far side, and digs it out of the boards. Headmans it to Sister Elena. Trying to stuff one up the strong side, kept in by Storm. Dunford chips one in, picked up here to the near side for Krushelnyski with 12 seconds to go. Krushelnyski shoots one at a point, glove down by Malloy, who sends one back behind the net. Coming in is Monaco. Monaco here to the near side for Krushelnyski. 3 seconds to go. They're going to eat the clock here to the near side. Coming in is Gianna, and that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of 1, it's the Sabres 3 and Storm 0 as we head to our first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Bellagio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Bellagio's, voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the Sabres here in period number 2. Belanger along with Field and Golding. Your blue liner is going to be Erickson and Hall. Addie Hoppy has that. 17 minutes around the clock, and the Sabres are working from right to left. If you're listening on the radio and it's Belanger, right, Paige Mashburn goes forehand, back in, slides one in, and that's going to be a Sabres goal at 16:44 to go here in the period. Belanger stuffing one in here in period number 2. As we make our way back out to center ice, Coach Ellie changes things up front. It'll be Monaco along with Molnar and King up front. It'll be Erickson and Hall on D. It'll be King getting the faceoff, sends it in deep. Behind the net of Drake, who slows it up. Coming in is going to be Fiesar. Cut off here to the near side by King. King, left wing faceoff dot on the slot. Fires one, saved by Drake. Rebound over here to the near side for Monaco. Monaco backhands one to Erickson, picked up by King first, who goes over to Hall, right point. Hall bounces inside, fires a shot, no rebound by Drake at 16:22, and a whistle. Defensive change coming up for the Sabres. Headed out there now will be Krushelnyski along with Vernig. Up front stays the same. Monaco and King flanking Molnar left and right. Monaco on the half wall, King in the slot. Molnar coming in to take your draw against Voss. Coming in is Monaco along with King. Fished out here by number 17. That's going to be Nicholson, I believe. Thrown right back the other way by Krushelnyski behind the net for Fiesar. In the right wing corner, Dylan King going to work at the goal line. Right there coming in Monaco. Backing up is Molnar as F3. It's a 3-on-2 battle with Monaco and King, along with 3 girls from Storm, picked up here by Russell. Monaco puts her into the wall. Loose change coming in. Fiesar trying to drag it out. It's Monaco versus 3. Here comes Molnar now for support. Patak in the bottom of the right wing circle. Finally dragged out of there by Voss. She's going to pull it up here to the near side. Blocked by Krushelnyski at the half wall and thrown right back in. We are tagged up, and here we go once again. Trapping is Patak right, left, Golden right. Hitting the brakes is Fiesar. Tries to send one out to Byrne. The loose change collected by Pape here at center, who curls back around in front of her own blue line. Bounces one to Golden. Golden cut off by Fiesar right in front of the penalty boxes. Shove one forward is going to be Nicholson, but it's collected by Pape first. And she comes across blue line, right wing side. Ligda heads to the net. Ligda patiently waits on it. Collects it, fires the backhand shot. Saved by Drake. Slammed in by Juliana Golden on the rebound. And that's another Sabres goal at 15:20 to go here in the second. That was Golden, assisted by Ligda here in period number 2. And it's 5-0, folks. As we make our way back out to center ice, it'll be Golden, Patak, along with Ligda up front. Blue liners going to be Pape and G. Pape sends it over to Gianna. Gianna far side, goes right back to Pape. Hoppe here to the near side, back to G. G pulls it back, sends one forward to Ligda. Off the stick of Footy, coming in is Ligda on the defensive side. Patak sealing up the wall now, heads towards the corner. Down the left or right wing corner is going to be Golden. Fished out by Lucchese. Pass Bozu, pop loose by Pape. Here to the near side, Tinarella collecting. Here comes Gianna. Gianna bounces it off of Tinarella back behind the net. Centering pass broken up there by the Sabres. Ligda throws one off the end boards. Coming in is going to be Tinarella out to the point for Lucchese. Walking and firing a shot. Saved by Hoppy here to the near side. Firing one low. Stick saved by Addie Hoppy, stuffed in by Tinarella at 14:40 to go here in the period. Tinarella on the goal, making this a 5-1 contest. And we make our way back out to center ice. Lineup out there now for the Sabres will be TC and MC flanking King. Blue liners are going to be Hall and Vernig. Schuster going to work against King. Face off one to Hall. She hits the brakes at center, drops one back to Vernig here to the near side. Vernig up the ice to Tommy Shaquino. TC sends one in, intercepted by Deegan of Storm. Left to right behind Drake. Into the right wing corner, trapping is Conklin and King. Picked up here by MC in the left wing corner, sends one over to Vernig. Over the stick of Vernig, that puck's going to slide down. It'll be slowed up by Hoppy. On the forecheck will be Dunford of Storm. Hall collects it behind Hoppy, right to left. Curls around, sends one back here to the near side for Vernig. Vernig Cuts back, cut off by Schuster, picked up by Compton. Out of the zone it goes for Cinquino, and a 2-on-1. It's going to be Cinquino, left wing side. King coming in. Cinquino, first shot. Rebound in front for Drake. Swatted away by Juliet. Pinching in is Hall. Hall sends it in the right wing corner. Collected by number 64, Malloy. Malloy trapped by King and Cinquino. Picked up here by King. Cinquino goes down off the right poster. Loose change for Dillon. Right wing side. Centered pass towards Bowling. Picked up by Dunford. Right hash marks. Swatted away by Siri. Picked back up by number 20. In the right wing corner she goes. Bounces one off the end boards. Trapped by Deegan. Thrown up to the far side for Field, who cuts it off. And she sends one to the point for Hall. Hall walking it in, top of the right circle now. Bounces back to the outside for Field. Field makes a move. Poke check here by Dunford. Loose change for Vernig. Vernig here, top of the left circle, curling back around, controlling the Hall. Hall looks for the backdoor pass here to Field. Field, left wing hash marks now, out to the point, controlling his Vernig, who fires a shot. Saved by Drake in the right wing corner for Belanger. Belanger looking for Bolding, who crashed in there in front of the blue paint. And slid out here to Vernig. Vernig over to Belanger. Belanger, left face up top. Poke check by Schuster, picked up here by Field. Fires one, tip by Vernig, back in the right wing corner, saved by Drake. 13:05 to go. Sabres controlling out to the point for Hall, and they're changing pieces out one by one. Holding sends one down low for Field over here to Belanger at 12:57. Good zone time here for the Sabres on the left wing half wall. Bouncing puck is loose for Bolding. Coming in is going to be Storm. Picked back up by Field though. Field across, fires a shot off the mask of Drake. Back behind the net. Picked up by Schuster, trying to get one on the far side for number 9 of the Storm. Schultz sends one over here. They get the offsides and tag back up. It's Belanger going to work against Malloy. Belanger sending it across and gets the backdoor pass for Emma Pape, who taps one in on the back. I'm sure that's going to be Eva Molnar. I apologize, folks. That's Molnar on the backdoor play from Belanger. At 12:30 to go here in period number 2. We make our way back out to center ice. It'll be Monaco along with Molnar and MC up front. Blue liners are going to be Krushelnyski and G. At the blue line, Lucchese chips one in. It'll be collected by Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski, right wing corner, going to send one over to Gianna. Gianna on the left wing side now. Back over to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski to Elena. Monaco on the half wall, tied up by Hedlund, back down low for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski hits the brakes, goes back to G. Storm setting up the forecheck. Out to Conklin, left side, kept in by Lucchese and Russell. Over to Hoppy, stick save, pad save by Annie, picked up here by Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski pushing it up across the Sabre line, a 3-on-2. Up here to the near side, Krushelnyski to Monaco. Elena comes in, back to Krushelnyski. Fired a shot, saved by Drake. Rebound here to the near side. Covering here to left point is going to be Gianna. Conklin sends one up front, and it's picked up here by Storm. Storm pushing forward. Callahan knocked down by Golden into the hands of G. G bounces in and out, curls back around now on the right wing corner, coming down behind the head of Hoppy. Right to left on the far side with speed. Pass Hedlund. Back broken up there by Storm's Voss. Left wing side, Fargus shot off the glove of Hoppy here to the near side. Out towards Monaco. Monaco Sisters making up 40% of the lineup. We're going to get a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on the Sabres. Going to be high stick. Not sure if it's going to be on Pape or Golden, but it'll be 11:20, and the Sabres are going to be shorthanded here in period number 1, or period number 2. It's going to be Elena Monaco head of the sin bin. The Monaco girls making up the penalty box on the score sheet so far for the Sabres. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killers out there now for Coach Ellie Squad will be Brooklyn Ligda along with Nora Patak. Blue liners are going to be Rocky and Pape. Here to the near side, Nora Patak going to work in the left wing corner. Pass Fizer, right wing side. Now coming in is Russell, still handled by Patak. Picked up on the right wing half wall by Bose, who's going to send it behind the net for herself. Right to left behind Drake. Over to Lucchese here to the near side. Breaks it up to Tinarella. Tinarella over to Russell. Russell going to carry it across in front of Pape. Left wing side. Russell gets knocked off the puck by Pape. Pape's going to send one out past Lucchese. That puck's going to slide towards Drake at 10:40 to go here in the period. And the penalty clock on Monaco has not started. It still says 2 minutes. So at 9:20 is when she will be released from the penalty box. Out to the point for Fizor. Right wing half wall, Storm going to work. Tinarella tried to send one on that into the hands of Vernego. Chips over here to the near side for Erickson. Adrian chops one out towards Fizor at the right point. Trying to pick her pocket is King. King to Golden in a 2-on-1 against Russell. King, Golden over to King. King against Drake. First shot saved by Drake. Rebound back in the hands of Dylan King here to the near side. King up the left wing half wall now, cut off by Lucchese. King sends it back behind the net. Fizor of Storm intercepting. Pushing up right in the hands of King as she took away the pass to Golden in the slot. Swatted away by Russell. Far side Bozu coming out here, and she's going to send one all the way down towards Hoppy, and we're going to get ourselves our first icing of the game. So at 9:55 to go here in the second period, we're going to bring that one all the way back. 35 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Coach Pedri having some words for the referee. Probably about the penalty, asking when does she come out. Coming out at 9:20 according to my score sheet. Face-off going to go into the right wing circle. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Bolding and Molnar up front. It'll be Hall and Vernig on D from right to left. It'll be Molnar going to work against Schuster on the draw. Face-off won by Schuster into the hands of Byrne, who sends one out of the zone, out of the zone into the hands of Vernig, who throws one right back the other way, forcing Storm to regroup. Malloy, not Byrne. It's Malloy behind the net. Drake sends it over here to the near side for Schultz. Schultz going to pull it back behind the net, left to right of Drake on the far side. 9:38 to go here in the period. 18 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Met at the blue line by Bolding, muscled forward by Schuster, but it goes out of play into the Sabre benches, and we'll get a whistle with 11 seconds remaining on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Lineup stays the same for both squads as Schuster makes her way back into the face-off dot against Molnar in the right wing circle. Bolding in the slot. Blue liners are Hall and Vernig from right to left. Molnar cuts it off there, right. Loose change collected by Schuster. And here comes Schuster across the Sabre line to Schultz. Drops it here near side. This penalty is over, and we are even strength, folks. Top of the right circle, firing a shot as Tulis tipped by Schuster behind the net in the left wing corner for Vernig. Vernig gets her pocket picked by Schuster. Schuster going to work against Vernig back behind the net. Firing a shot, saved by Hoppy, who's going to be number 10, Dunford. Addie Hoppy with the glove save at 9:07 to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes to the right of Hoppy's blocker in the left wing circle. It'll be King taking your draw. In the slot will be Conklin, Monaco, and Cinquino. On the half wall, be Krushelnyski. Face-off into the hands of Storm. Coming in is going to be Callahan against Krushelnyski. Trying to centering pass. Monaco's got Hedlund tied up in front of the net. Far side kept in by Storm as Conklin goes to work on the half wall. We're going to get a whistle. And that puck must have popped out of play. At 8:55 to go, we're going to get a face-off once again from the left wing circle. Conklin makes her way over to the half wall along with Krushelnyski stacked in that I formation. Monaco in the slot. Out to the point is going to be Cinquino. Fires one wide right of Hoppy. Loose change to the right wing corner for Callahan. Callahan heads towards Hoppy. Stepping in front is Krushelnyski as Hedlund came in looking for the second look opportunity. At 8:46. Face-off now makes its way over to the right wing side. Both squads stand pat. Monaco makes her way over to the right wing corner now, just off the now, slides up high. Cinquino comes a stack in front of her. King on your draw against Voss. Puck coming out here to the near side. Cinquino couldn't muscle it out of zone. Hedlund sends it in the lateral. Russell sends it in the left wing corner. Krushelnyski going here against Bozu. Sent past Monaco here to the near side for Cinquino. Cinquino trying to break out is going to be King. Monaco sends it behind the net for Krushelnyski. Trapping hard is going to be Storm. Sent up to the strong side here for Cinquino. Kicked right back in. Storm sends it in front of the net. Saved by Hoppy. Behind the net. Picked up here by Monaco. Monaco to Conklin. Conklin up off the glass and out of the zone it goes. Bouncing and spinning. Puck is on end. Into the right wing corner. Coming down low. We're going to get the icing as King came in just a couple of steps behind it. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 8:13 to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. To the right of Hoppy. Sabres complete the line change. It'll be Field on your draw now. Vernig along with Pape and Belanger in the slot. And it'll be Bolding. Rebound save off a Hoppy stick here to the near side. Kept in by Storm. Right in front of that. Tenorello looking for the dirty goal. Unable to convert. Left wing corner. Pape pops the loose. Picked up here by Field. Field looks for the cross-ice pass inside her own zone. Picked off by Tenorello. Sent towards the net. Stuffed by Lucchese. And saved by Hoppy at 7:52 to go here in the period. Storm doing a nice job of keeping the puck inside the Sabre zone right now. It'll be Tenorella on the draw against Field. Field couldn't convert. Lucchese sends one to the left point for Deegan. Picked off here by Hall. Hall up here to the near side. Sends it over to Bolding. Bolding's got field breaking. Back across the Belanger to Bolding. Bolding fires one. We're going to get a penalty on Storm. Once Drake smothers it, that puck was still loose, but the referee blew it dead as it was touched by Storm at 7:37. Hooking will be the call on the Windy City Storm. Here in period number 2, resulting in a power play for the Sabres. Headed to the sin bin will be number 6, Deegan, resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now for the Sabres will be Vernig working the high point over here to the near side for Field, or far side for Field. Ligda, your other shooter at the top of the left side. In front of the net will be Juliana Golden and Norp attack down the right wing corner. It's Vernig now, right point, over to Field. Field right face off, dot fires a shot blocked by Golden. It hit her right in the hand, folks. Hand or arm, she is in some pain and headed back to the bench. 7:07 to go here in the period. And Juliana Golden blocked that shot. It looked like she caught the full force of it. 5:37 will be the end of the penalty as the clock is not working on penalties right now. And I take that back, folks. That went in. I apologize. I don't even know who scored that one. That was a goal at 7:07. Well, I'm a little off my game here. That power play is over. I did not think that went in. I did not see a goal call. We are even strength. Puck is right there at the half wall, right there in front of the penalty boxes. It'll be Andy Hall pulling it back as Storm sets up the forecheck into 2-1-2. Monaco back up to Molnar into the hands of Fizar, who goes the other way. Schultz going to cross-ice it. Past the lane of Monaco, going to be collected by Jaden Krushelnyski here to the near side. Krushelnyski, right to left, sends a D-to-D pass in the left wing corner for Hall. Hall back to Krushelnyski. Storm setting things up. Breaking out to the lane of Monaco, digs one on the board, chip one past Fizor, and it'll be collected by Russell of Storm as Molnar sets up the forecheck for Storm. Molnar harassing. Into the left wing corner, puck slides down low, picked back up by Russell. Molnar going to put it in the wall, dug out of the wall by King in the left wing corner. King here to the near side against Dunford. Back in the left wing corner, Russell sends one up of Storm, cut off by Conklin on the half wall at the hash marks, and it's kept in by Krushelnyski. Wrapping around from left to right behind the net of Drake. Picked up here by Patak, out to Conklin. Conklin backhands one to Hall. Hall walking it in, high slot, fires a shot. Shot blocked by Dunford. Dunford takes Hall down as Hall ran into her, trying to push past her. Loose change for Hall. We're going to get a penalty. Cross check is going to be the call on Andy Hall. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded at 5:49 to go here in the period. That penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be King along with Conklin up front. Blue liners are going to be Erickson and G. Right wing corner, it'll be King and Erickson going with 3 girls from Storm out to the point. Past Malloy all the way towards Drake. There is 1:40 to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. The penalty clock working now. Malloy sends one forward to Tinarella against Monaco. Top of the left circle. Monaco going to take her to far side. Monaco blows a tire out to the left point for Malloy. Malloy curls and fires one low. Head save by Hoppy. Tipped away by Monaco behind the net. Monaco got tripped up, no call. It's Bozu who picks it up here on the near side. Up the right point towards Tools. Picked off by Dylan King. Drops it for Conklin. 2-on-2. It's going to be Conklin far side. Offsides will be the call as Dylan King entered the zone before the puck at 5 minutes remaining here in period number 2. 1:12 to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. And the Sabres change things up. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres is going to be Belanger along with Field. And it'll be Vernig and Pape on D. Left wing corner would be Belanger sending over, picked off by Storm as they cut back here on this PK. Russell headmans it over to Schuster. Picked up by Vernig, who's going to slam one down. Schuster does a nice job stealing up the wall, unable to allow Vernig to dump it in. Dunford pushing it in, tripped up here is going to be Field into the right wing corner. Loose change collected by Jocelyn Field as nice play by Vernig as she stepped it off and thrown out of play by by Field, and we'll get a whistle at 4:34 to go here in the period. 45 seconds remaining on Andy Hall's Timmy Hortons PK penalty. It'll be Field on your draw against Schuster. Face-off won by Field. Wrapping around here to the near side of Belanger. Belanger makes a walk across the Sabre line, 2-on-1 with Field. In front of Russell. Belanger tried a center pass, broken up by Russell, picked back up by Belanger. Right face-off duck comes across to the slot on her forehand. Curls it, fires a shot, and it's going to be a goal for Belanger at 4:16 to go. It's a shorty. And that is Belanger's third goal of the contest at 4:16 here in period number 2. 28 seconds remaining on that Timmy Hortons PK, and the Sabres change things up. It's Molnar and the one-man wrecking crew up front, along with Gianna Monaco and Jaden Krushelnicki on D. G, little saucer pass over to Elena. Cut off by Deegan at center. The Monaco girls making up 50% of the penalty kill right now. It'll be Gianna right wing side trying to push up the sister Elena right point. Voss tried to fire one. Shot blocked by Monaco. Kept knocked down by Deegan. Coming in is Monaco once again. Elena, that is. Out to the point for Footy. Footy harassed by Molnar. Blocked by Elena. Monaco sends one across to Molnar. It's Molnar in a one-on-one against Footy. Makes a move to the high slot. Molnar goes wide right. Monaco has in the net. Coming in is Molnar. Molnar trying to get one into Elena. Stuffed by Voss. Over here to Nicholson. Here comes Bolding, and we are even strength. It's going to be Elena Monaco at the blue line. Back in the hands of Molnar. Molnar, right side, dumps it in. It's going to be Bolding coming in on the forecheck now against Footy. She comes in left wing side. Tried to send one over to G. G left point. Bounces and walks line like Johnny Cash. Fires one to the one-timer. And it off the stick of Krushelnicki as she semi-fanned on it. 3:22 to go here in the period. Bolding couldn't get a piece of it into the hands of Nicholson, but it's picked off by Krushelnicki, who fires a shot. Saved by Drake. No rebound given at 3:14 to go here in the period. Juliana Golden coming in for the pressure to force the whistle. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. Face-off makes its way to the left wing circle. Out there now for Coach Ellie's squad will be Patak at center, flanked by Golden and Ligda left and right. Erickson and Vernig on D. It'll be Dunford on the draw against Patak. Face-off Puck's far side, and it'll be Golden fires one, saved by Drake. Rebound right corner, collected by Golden. Golden to Erickson. Over to Vernig here, left point. Vernig walking in the left face. That fires a shot, blocked by Dunford. Rebound in the left wing corner, sent up to the half wall toward Vernig. Vernig going to fire a shot. Hedlund got a piece of it, and it goes out of play over the net of Drake. And at 2:52, we'll get a face-off once again inside the offensive zone for the Sabres. Lineup stays the same for Coach Ellie's squad. It'll be Patak at center, flanked by Golden and Ligda once again. Patak on the draw against Dunford in the left wing corner, sent up to the strong side for Erickson. Erickson bounces in and then goes back out for Patak. Patak going to send one behind the net. Picked up by Golden. Golden against Tulis, sends one back left point for Erickson. Erickson fires a shot. Looking for the tip was going to be Patak. Rebound off the end boards to Ligda in the right corner. Ligda sends one behind the net for Patak. Swings over here to the near side for Golden. Golden pass Hedlund out to Erickson. Erickson fires a shot. Pad save. Juicy rebound by Drake out to the right point for Vernig. Vernig going to come across the blue line. Makes it, bounces out. And a good stick there by Hedlund as it's poke checked out of the zone. And it gives Storm a chance to regroup and set up the forecheck. Erickson behind the net of Hoppy. Hits the brakes. Harassed by Hedlund, who did not bite on the fake. Erickson maintaining control. Says breakout pass to Golden. Behind Ligda. Picked up loose change by Patak. 2-on-1 against Malloy. Patak over to the far side for Bolding. Bolding first set. Rebound for Juliana Golden in front, who backhands one in the zone. Or backhands one in the net. Juliana Golden on the rebound from Siri Bolding. And Nora Patak at 2:01 to go here in period number 2. As we make our way back out to center ice, it'll be Cinquino along with King and MC up front. And your blue liners are going to be Hall and Pape. It'll be King headman to Cinquino. Cinquino sends one past Lucchese into the right wing corner, wrapping around. Conklin goes right wing corner. Cut off there by Russell. Coming in is going to be Sabres picked up here by Russell, who pushes it up the ice to Bozu. Bozu goes cross ice for Lucchese. Stepping up and cutting it off is going to be Hall right in front of the Storm benches. And it's back in the hands of Lucchese. Coming in as King, trying to poke, check it forward. Knocked down by Russell, the blue line. Back in front, we're going to get a penalty. I was going to say, that went out of play. I thought for a second he was calling a penalty. I was like, wow. Wouldn't have thought there was anything there, and I was wrong. There was not anything there. Or I was right, there was nothing there. Take your pick on how you want to look at that one, folks. Your lineup for the Sabres stays the same. It's Hall controlling. She sends the breakout pass off as Cinquino sticking out of play. And we'll get another whistle and a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Storm benches. It'll be Tinarella against King, and Tinarella wins the draw. Russell comes over here to the near side. Chipped it past Feezer, picked up by Bozu, who's going to cut back and bring it across center ice. Goes back to Russell. Russell far side, met by Conklin. MC, broken up by TC. Coming in is King, off the stick of Feezer. Glove down by Tinarella. Loose change collected by Conklin, and a one-on-one against Russell. Back checking is Lucchese. Conklin makes a move around Russell. Coming in is going to be Feezer. Picked the pocket. Conklin tried the hook. No go. Coming in is King to stuff it at the blue line. Tinarella muscles it out of his zone, but it's into the hands of Pape. Pape going to pull it back. Goes over to her partner, Hall, on the far side. 51 seconds to go in period number 2. Hall sends one in. Knocked down off the stick of Russell. Trying to stretch it out is going to be Storm. Cross ice pass towards Hall, tipped in by Lucchese. Down behind the net of Hoppy with just under 40 seconds to go. Hoppy over to Pape. Sent Tinarella on the forecheck here and swung out here to the near side for Belanger. Belanger passes it behind Boley, picked up by Footy. Footy goes right back the other way, past Pape off the end boards, and it's picked up by Emma Pape. Number 18, thrown into the hands of Deegan. Deegan, right wing corner, spins behind the back, pass to center. Broken up there by Bolding. Muscled forward by Belanger. It's Belanger in field in a 2-on-1. Pass footed to Field. Field, first shot saved by Drake. Rebound on the far side, coming in is Bolding. Bolding back down low for Belanger to Field. Field fires another shot off the back of the net. Drake couldn't get it. Wrap around attempt by Bolding. Broken up by Drake. She stuffed it. 2 seconds to go here to the near side. Field out to the point for Hall. And that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's 9-1 in favor of the Sabres as we head to the second intermission. It's the Ice Cutter intermission. This intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on the bottle anyway, folks. Enjoy the intermission, and see you in about 10 minutes as they get the ice cut here. So go get yourself a cup of coffee or maybe a beer, considering it's almost 1 o'clock if you're at home watching. Well, you should be working. It is a Friday. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at John R. Sumner Arena in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. Your starting lineup for Coach Ellie's squad here in the third. It's Elena Monaco, Eva Molnar, and Ava Belanger up front. It's going to be Rocky and G on D, Adrian Erickson and Gianna Monaco from the left to right. The Monaco sisters, the electric company, GE, making up 40% of the lineup right now. It's going to be Schuster, poke check, picked up by here in the right wing, left wing corner for Storm, out towards Russell, going to knock it down. I said it's going to be Dunford, thrown back up on the sides, picked up by Fieser. Fieser against Belanger. Belanger hooks her, takes her down, no call on the trip. Belanger puts Russell in the wall, and Belanger is going to the sin bin, and it's going to be finally touched by Patak, and we're going to get a whistle at 16-17. Roughing is going to be the call as Belanger makes her way to the sin bin, and I believe that does complete the Gordie Howe hot hat trick for Eva Belanger. At 16:04, she has the youth hockey version of the Gordie Howe. She has a goal, which she has 3 of them, an assist, she has a couple of those, and now she has the penalty to round it out. So Eva Belanger, the pride of Quebec, heads to the sin bin, and we are shorthanded, folks. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging, you can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now for the Sabres are going to be Juliana Golden and Nora Patak up front, Vernig and Hall on D. Malloy of Storm harassed by Golden in the left wing corner, behind the net of Drake. Golden goes down, picked up by Nora Patak on the far side, met by Tinarella, picked up by Malloy, coming in is Golden once again to knock it loose left wing half wall. Malloy goes down, Golden still harassing. It's going to be picked up by Fieser out to the point for Vernig, who walks the line like Johnny Cash, fires well low. Tipped by Patak here to the near side. Hall comes crashing in right half wall. Chipped it past Deegan, down behind the net for Malloy. 15:04 to go. Just under a minute remaining on that Classic Packaging PK. Bozu up here at the blue line, looking for the stretch pass, but it's into the hands of Tinarella, who Gorbatenko flips one down in the left wing corner for Andy Hall. Hall behind the net of Hoppy. Sabres working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Out to Lucchese of Storm, who fires one towards Hoppy with the stick save directed off the end boards. Coming in is Storm to cut it off. Voss, get her pocket picked by Vernig out to Field. Field trying to push one on his own, kept in by Nicholson. Into the hands of Andy Hall, who picks up the loose change. She's going to slam one up off the boards and out of the zone past Russell. All the way down behind Juliette Drake, who slows it up. Picked up by Fieser. Field on the forecheck now, out past Ligda. Intercepted by Jaden Krushelitsky at center, who's going to chip one back in the zone. A little hot sauce into the left wing corner as it wraps around from right to left. Fieser of Storm picking it up with 13 seconds to go. Intercepted by King. King, bottom left, so it comes down, fires a shot in between the 5-hole of Drake. And we've got ourselves a shorty at 14:09 to go here in the period. Dylan King on the shorty at 14:09. As we make our way back out to center ice, we are even strength. And she has, that's right, folks, with the running clock. And not Belanger unable to come out until the puck drops on that one because there was still a penalty. So down in the corner it is going to be Emma Pape. Going to work right wing side, harassed by Voss. Sends DDD pass underneath for Krushelitsky, who cuts back against Voss. Headmans it out of zone for King. King over to Conklin. Conklin against Footy, one-on-one. Top right field, Conklin across, just missing Tommy C on the left wing side. Cinquino met by number 3, Tulis down behind the net. It's going to be King on the forecheck, picked up by Footy here to the near side. 13-12 to go here in the period. Need to increase the score there, folks. As I forgot it, Pape going to curl back around here. It's going to hit Krushelitsky. Jaden, number 4, goes cross ice to Cinquino. Cinquino to Conklin. Conklin across the Storm line, picked up by Footy, goes right back the other way, trying to catch the Sabres in a line change. Byrne coming in, picked up loose change by Vernig, who cuts back against Voss. And it's going to be Josie Vernig across the blue line, left side to the right, left to right to left, into the left wing corner, poke checked away by Hedlund. But it's going to be Vernig back on the puck in the left wing half wall. Coming in is going to be Field. I'm sorry, there's going to be Elena Monaco on that now. It's number 14 coming in. Backing up is Molnar. Dug out of the wall by Vernig. Drops it to Bolding. Bolding to G. Gianna, top right, fires a shot. Tipped by Monaco. Rebound in front of Drake for Molnar. Picked up by the Sabres. And it's going to get a save by Drake there at 12:26. And a running clock. That time ticks away, and we'll get a face-off that's going to go in the left wing circle. I thought Molnar was going to get the dirty goal on the rebound as Elena tipped big sister G's shot and rebounded off of Drake's pads. But Molnar unable to convert as Juliette Drake makes a nice sliding save. Face off over to G. G behind it, drops it for Vernig. Vernig top of throws, headmans it over here to Molnar. Molnar fires one left to Drake and the Bowling. Bowling fires one, saved by Vernig. Wrapped up here to the near side for Hedlund. Hedlund pushing up the zone, cut off by Storms. Tinarella against Gianna. Into the right wing, left wing corner it goes. Puck goes down on the left side for Monaco versus Tinarella. Monaco left to right on the far side. Sends it out past Sister Elena. The puck's going to slide down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 11:35 to go here in the period. As time continues to tick away, and the Sabres go for the line change. Headed out there now for Coach Ellie's squad is going to be Ligda along with Golden and Hall in the slot. Patak on your draw. Emma Pape in the right wing corner. Face off one for Pape. Pape to Hall. Hall trying to slam it over. Hoppy has to make the save as it went off the skates of Callahan. She had to make a quick reaction there at 11:08. Face off makes its way to the right wing corner. Now it's going to be Pape. Sends it over here to the near side for Ligda. Ligda going to dig one out of the half wall there. Try to pin it in with Callahan. Thrown right back behind the net of the Sabres. Pape off the backhand up to Golden. Stepping in is Deegan. Loose change collected by Golden. Golden cuts across to the middle. Ligda on her left. Ligda carries zone entry. Golden has an up attack after Ligda fires a shot. Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies at 10:40 to go here in the period. Ligda from Golden. And Patak, I believe. And it is 11-1. We make our way back out to center ice. Ligda, Patak, and Golden up front. It'll be Pape and Hall on D. Dunford pushing it up. Intercepted by Ligda here to the near side, trying to hit Schuster. It's going to be Schultz on the forecheck against Hall. Schuster coming in as F2. Trapping on the far side was Dunford. Nice job by number 10 as the puck slides over here to the near side, collected by Andy Hall of the Sabres. Hall up towards Patak. Patak to Pape. Pape trying to hit Ligda. Blocked by Storm. Picked up by Golden. Loose change collected by Feeser, and it's muscled out of zone by Storm. It's collected by Field first in front of the Sabre benches. Cut back. Trapping two on Field. Loose change for Pape, who chips out of the zone. And it's going to be Ava Schuster collecting it. Chips over here to the near side. Schuster cut back over here towards Russell. Russell up to Schultz. Inside the Sabre zone for Hall, who goes D to Pape. Pape sends it forward to Belanger. Belanger makes it work against Feeser. Bottom left circle coming around. Sends one across the blue paint in front for Field. Just missing on the connection is Field as she was tied up by the Storm. Down in the right wing corner. Storm comes up here with the puck against Russell and Field. Boulding coming in to join the fray. Field heads to the front of the net now. Boulding carrying it around right to left on the far side. Sends one off the skates of Feeser into the hands of Schultz. Knocked down by Erickson at center. She's going to drop it back to Krushelnyski, who's going to pull it back top of the left circle inside her own zone. Over to Boulding. Off of Boulding, stick out of the zone. Picked up by Tulis of Storm. Coming in with speed against Krushelnyski. High slot. Fires a shot. Blocker saved by Hoppy. Another blocker saved by Hoppy. And the shot by Lucchese. Loose change collected by Erickson, who sends it over to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski back to Erickson. Rebound wrapping around the far side. Kept in at the point by Footy. Pushing out his zone now is Boulding. Boulding and Tinarella going in a one-on-one. Or Belanger, rather. It's Belanger pushing it inside against Tinarella. Belanger coming with the loose change. Hope checked away by Footy. It's 2-on-2 the other way, tied up by Conklin. Loose change for Vernig and Lucchese. Puck slides into the right wing corner. Josie Vernig getting the better of the exchange. Right to left here to the near side. Sends it over past the stick of Krushelnyski. Coming in is Vernig on the defensive side of it. Wall sealed up by Tinarella of Storm. But it's pushed back in the hands of the Sabres. Dylan King, who goes to Krushelnyski to Belanger. Hopped out of the zone. It's me, Belanger. Couldn't get to it. Sent right back to the way by Storm. Past Monaco. Loose change for Vernig. Vernig left to right now on the far side. Breaks it over here to Conklin. MC at center. Pushing it across the Storm line right side. Head of the night. It's going to be Monaco. Monaco fires a shot. Cinquino fires a shot. And it went in. It's going to be a Conklin goal at 7:53. MC from TC. I thought that was Elena at one point. I saw the one, but it was 21. So Tommy C on the assist at 7:53 to go here in period number 3. Their lineup out there now for the Sabres is going to be Conklin along with Dylan King and Cinquino. Blue Liners are going to be Vernig and G. It'll be Tommy C going to knuckle puck one into the left wing corner, wrapping around behind the net of Drake. Coming in is Conklin, picks it up behind the net of Drake. On the far side, looking to hit Vernig or Monaco. Now she drops it back to the left wing corner. Coming in is going to be Cinquino in a 3-on-2 battle. Nicholson of Storm on the offensive side are trying to drag it forward. And it's picked up by Deegan. Throws it behind the net of Drake here to Malloy. Malloy going to work against Cinquino. Pushes one up the boards here to Byrne. Cut off by Nicholson. Back in the hands of Byrne, who slides one between the legs of Vernig. And it'll be picked up by Monaco in the left wing corner. Gianna behind the net of Hoppy. Left to right. Cycles one back here to the near side for Vernig. Vernig goes cross ice here to King. King's got Conklin. Conklin off her stick towards Drake. Drake going to make the stick save off the inboard. She throws it behind the net. MC goes to work in left wing corner, and the Sabres go for the line change. Here comes Monaco Elena, that is, along with Dylan King. Monaco has the net. King fires it across to Elena. Monaco saved by Drake. Monaco still hacking on it. Puck is loose. Monaco battling out with Voss. Puck slides over to the far side. Kept in by Hall. Hall goes to Vernig. Vernig sends one into the right wing corner. Here comes Elena Monaco at 6:16. Sends one behind the net for Field. Field goes in. Molnar heads to the net now. Cycle play for Hall. Hall left wing corner. Molnar F3. Monaco supporting on the back side of it. Vernig goes into the corner. Hall still controlling as she comes across the blue line. Fires a shot and it off the left post. Monaco tries to stuff one in and Drake makes the save at 5:58 to go here in the period. Elena Monaco's flying around in front of the net looking for the dirty goal. Remember the words of Coach Dennis, folks. If you want money, you go to the bank. If you want bread, you go to the bakery. If you got goals, you go to the net. Your lineup out there for the Sabres now is going to be Pape and Hall on D. Your forwards flying around like bumblebees in the corner are going to be Monaco along with, that's going to be Molnar and Field, kept in by Pape. Coming in is Elena Monaco against Bozu, hacking and whacking. It's Elena Monaco just all over number 7, Bozu. Off the stick of Molnar. Hedlund comes in, tripped up by Hall, picked up by Pape, and we're going to get a penalty here on Andy Hall at 5:11 to go in the period. That is the 5th penalty of the contest for the Sabres. So for those of you in attendance to today's game, you get yourself a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. Sabres are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Bolding along with King. It'll be Erickson and Krushelnyski on D. Schuster sends it to the far side for Schultz. Schultz right half wall. Playing within the right wing corner now. Switches place with Schuster. Schultz going around, met by Erickson. Over to Schuster. Schuster offers stick out of the zone. That'll be collected by Storm's Russell and Storm regrouping. Bolding makes her push up the boards and into the hands of Erickson, who drops it back to Krushelnyski, who's going to send one off the glass all the way down to the icing. No icing as it's got a PK. Drake does not play it. Russell picks up the loose change. It'll be Bolding forcing her to cut back, and it's going to be Russell sends over the pass here to Fieser. Fieser met by Bolding. Back to Russell behind the net of Drake. 3:59 to go here in the period. Saucer pass, high stick, knocked down by Bolding. Picked up by Dunford. Poke check loose here by Dylan. King was going to chip one into the hands of Schuster now. Schuster goes over to Russell on the far side. 52 seconds to go on this Dunkin' Donuts PK. And it's Dunford looking to set things up. At center, Dunford carrying it across. Switches places with Schuster. Schuster has the net. Dunford, right wing side. Tied up by King. Coming in is Vernig. Kept in by Russell. Loose change for Vernig, who's going to throw it off the glass. Russell seals up the wall, unable to clear. 36 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Dunford comes in on the offensive side from Storm. Tries the toe drag. Knocked off the puck by Bolding. Back in the hands of Vernig. Vernig trying to muscle one out of the zone in front of the Sabre bench is stuffed by Storm once again. Schuster popped it free for Schultz. Schultz fires the shots. Sabres get a piece of it. Picked up here by Bolding, who backhands out of the zone. Fieser cuts it off though. They're going to send it in deep. 12 seconds to go. Storm gets the line change in. It's going to be Krushelnyski trying to hit Molnar. That puck's going to slide all the way down into the behind the net of Drake. Picked up here by Tulis. Molnar going to carry it across. Breakout pass to the far side. Monaco coming in. Off the boards here to the near side for Tinarella against Vernig. One-on-one. Tinarella going in. Vernig both breaks at the play. Tied up by Molnar along with Bozu. Loose change for Vernig, and we are even strength, folks. It's going to be Vernig over to Monaco. Monaco to Golden. Past Golden it goes. No icing. It waved off. It's Footy along with Golden down with Tulis. Coming in is Elena Monaco. Puck slides over to the far side for Lucchese. Lucchese goes cross ice trying to hit Bozu. Bozu coming in, top left circle, cut back to the high slot, drops it for Tinarella. Tinarella fires a shot off the face mask of Eddie Hoppy, and out of play it goes. It deuces wild here in period number 3 as this time slowly ticks away here in period number 3. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Patak at center. In the slot is going to be Ligda along with Gianna Monaco and Juliana Golden. Shot fired by Storm and a save by Hoppy. Blue liners are going to be Krushelnyski and G. G goes for the line change as well as Vernig. Out there now will be Hall and Pape. So in the slot it'll be Ligda, then Pape and Golden. Patak on your draw against Tinarella. Won by Tinarella out to the right point for Tulis. Shot blocked by Golden. Golden collects the spinning 9 puck. Footy on the back check. Golden, left wing Hashford to the forehand. First shot, saved by Drake. Rebound out front for Ligda. Ligda first shot. Another save by Drake. At 1:30 here in the game. Juliette Drake making a couple of saves there here, keeping this score at 12-1. And the Sabres stand pat. In the slot will be Golden. Patak on your draw. Ligda on the half wall. Pape and Hall on D from left to right. It'll be Voss against Patak. Face-off won by Patak. Cycle play here to the near side for Pape. Pape back in front. Ligda fires one over the goaltender Drake. And we've got ourselves another goal for the Sabres. Scored by Brooklyn Ligda, assisted by Patak and Pape. As we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now with 37 seconds to go is still going to be Ligda, Patak, and Golden. Hall and Pape on D, and it's going to be Hall rushing it up the ice on the far side. Left wing Hashbergs, bottom left circle, sending pass in front, saved by Drake. Shot by the Sabres. Golden coming in, trying to run Deegan off the puck. Left wing half wall, picked up here by Nicholson. Trying to bust out his zone is going to be Byrne. Out to the right point, kept in by Hall. 15 seconds to go here in the period. Sent behind the net in the left wing corner for Golden. Golden cuts back behind the net, sends one behind the net of Drake for Ligda. Ligda tries the backhand shot, saved by Drake, and she smothers it with 4 seconds to go. And that'll do it, folks. Your final score here at John R. Sumner Arena is the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 13 and the Windy City Storm 1 as we head to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies Recap. For the visiting Windy City Storm, penalties on number 49, Schuster, interference in the first at 2:46, and Deegan hooking in the second at 7:37. A lone goal scored by City Tinarella at 14:40 in period number 2. For the home team, Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, penalties on Gianna Monaco, interference in the first, Elena Monaco, high sticking in the second, Andy Hall cross-checking in the second, Belanger roughing in the third, and Andy Hall rounding out the penalties for tripping in period number 3. Goals. There was a slew of them, folks. It's going to be Bolding in the first, followed by MC. 2 for Belanger, 1 for Juliana Golden on the block shot. Eva Molnar at 12:30 in the second. Golden once again. Then Belanger finishes off the Hattie in the second period. Golden gets on the score sheet for her Hattie at 2:01 in the second. Dylan King in the third. Ligda with a pair in the third. And MC at 7:53 in period number 3. Assists and power plays and shorthanded goals all over the place. Once again, your final score here from John R. Sumner Arena. The Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 13 and the Windy City Storm 1. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. We will see you right back here at 3 p.m. as the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad takes on the Windy City Storm. So enjoy your 90-minute break. We will see you soon. Thank you for watching.